And now, Local 5 Sports with Cameron Ezeir.
Well, rookie minicamp just wrapped up here in Titletown. Our first look at Green Bay's 8 draft picks, along with 30 others hoping to earn their NFL chance with the Packers. Now, ever since the draft concluded over at Lambeau Field, it's hard to argue with what the best storyline was involving the green and gold. I mean, come on, 2 decades without a wide receiver in the first round. That moment when Mark Murphy goes, for the first time since 2002, yeah, that'll never be forgotten here in Green Bay. And it was also the first time since 2003 that Green Bay selected 2 wideouts in the first 3 rounds. Of course, taking TCU receiver Savion Williams with the 87th pick. What's unique about the pair of Golden and Williams, bolstering an already deep wide receiver room, they also know each other well. When Golden took an official visit to TCU out of high school, Williams hosted him. That was back in 2021. And even though Matthew chose against the Horned Frogs to attend for college, the fact that the pair are entering the NFL together at the same time and on the same team is something straight out of a script.
Man, it's cool, trying to get the offense down together, and just going through walkthroughs and stuff like that. It just feel like a full circle. And, to have somebody that I know, we're going to push each other each and every day. So holding him accountable, he holding me accountable.
I hosted him when he came out of high school and came to TCU for his visit. So when he came up there, it was cool. And, we talked every now and then, but, he takes me on draft night and shoot. It's cool to have somebody up here, just not knowing everybody.
Journalism and sovereignty, nose to nose, down to the last 16th of a mile. Sovereignty has taken the lead. Journalism is second toward the inside. Baez is third, but it will be sovereignty to rule the Kentucky Derby.
As a journalist, this hurts me to say, but journalism did not prevail, even though he was the favorite. It was sovereignty taking home the Kentucky Derby. Jockey Junior Alvarado, his first Derby win. Right there, Bill Mott, great story, the trainer of the horse. He won back in 2019 the Derby, the Run for the Roses, but it was by DQ. This time, it was by his horse crossing the finish line first. Just an unbelievable moment that he'll never forget.
He is so deliberate. I always joked him.
If I had to make a wish and want something different, I couldn't have thought of what it was. Well, it's great. I think it'll probably take a while to sink in.
After making it 31 consecutive games to start the season with at least a run, the Brew Crew, they ran into some deep trouble at the dish against both Chicago squads. 2 days ago, an 8-zip defeat to the Sox. Last night, 10-0 to the Cubs. Might be the time to stop snoozing the alarm on the bats, huh? Well, especially with this guy back in town, former Milwaukee manager Craig Counsell in that Cubby blue. Let's start with the good news. Down a run in the third, there's Bryce Terang. Missile to the right center. Say hello to Jackson Chourio, scoring the first Brewers run in the last 22 innings. But then this happens. Pete Crow Armstrong, he had 2 homers last night, make it a third. In 2 days, he says, give me another. This one, a 3-run shot. It's 4-1 Cubbies. And then Jose Quintana just got battered from that moment on. Dansby Swanson, copy-paste, next batter, back-to-back bombs for the Chicago Cubs. Quintana was chased after 5. Here's the good news, though. It's not over. Rhys Hoskins' first homer in 2 weeks, drills that one to left center. How about Tyler Megill? Makes the catch in his hat, does a little dance. But that's where the party stopped, as the Brewers, they dropped their 3rd straight and 8th in the last 11 games. Well, how about the Brewers' High A squad, the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, hosting the West Michigan Whitecaps in Game 5 of the series. Tyson Harden on the bump for the T-Rats. We'll get back to him in a moment. But bottom of the first, no score. Wisconsin, they come out swinging. Yadier Arianamo, he heads over to first after drilling one to left. And then it's Blake Burke right behind him, a looper to the opposite field. T-Rats had 2 on with 1 out, but they couldn't capitalize. Back-to-back Ks on the bump for the West Michigan starter. But this guy, he was lights out for the T-Rats, and they needed him. The offense was a no-show, but Tyson Harden was definitely there. 5 appearances, a sub-1 ERA. His 6th appearance just as good. 7 strong, no runs allowed, 9 strikeouts, including 6 in the first 3 innings. But unfortunately, like I mentioned, his offense just didn't show up. The T-Rats, they just managed 4 hits as they lose this one, 1-0. And if you're a Green Bay Blizzard fan, they lost to the Tulsa Oilers, dropping a 3-3 on the season. That was a 46-30 score. And after the break, Luke Sampe has a final check of your forecast.